Here's a thought experiment. You can have like extraordinarily good luck most of the time, but in exchange you had equally bad luck some percentage of the time. What would that percent have to be for you to take that deal? For example, you always find parking, things you buy are always on sale, you can win the lottery on a regular basis, but sometimes you'll come home and your house is just on fire. Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. I'm Darius. Today we're going to do challenges 25 through 36 of the August 2026 monthly challenges. To begin with, we have challenge number 25. This is Viego. Special rules are dutiful service. This is Demacia discount. And welcome to the crew. Round start. Give the player's strongest unit vulnerable this round. For this, we're going to be using Lux with Chemtech Duplicator, Archangel Staff, and Arcane Comet. This is to take advantage of that Demacia discount. For me, I think it would have to be very near 0. I'm going to take Udyr here. And we're going to be looking for cost reduction on Lux, and we find it. And now we can kind of pick up anything else. Like Cleaver's kind of lame. You can take Anti-up though. Player for free. Get a Viego whose power is Sovereign's Domination. Round start, the foe summons an ephemeral copy of the player's strongest follower that died last round. Get our free Lux. And we can play Mage Seeker as well. Now everything should be great, because no matter what they play, we can just throw a comment at it. Could defend here if we wanted, don't need to. Little Golden Aegis. Also drop a Laurent Protege and attack. And final Spark. Then we attack. Arcane Comet. And final Spark to finish it off. Bet I've been muted this entire time. So, well, that's unfortunate. Philosopher's Stone on Master Yi. And you want more copies. Farsight Alteration probably helps. You got a Katarina whose power is Inspiring Presence. Does something, I don't know. We keep the rush. And the foe plays a champion, they grant their other units +2/+2. That's what it does.
You are a fledgling child flailing his arms.
Moon Silver on Deep Med to draw more cards. And the important thing is that you end up with 3 champions so that you can go infinite. Because if you hit your 2 support champions and then you don't have another way to draw a champion, that'll be it, your turn will end. And here, they can have Guile in their deck, so we probably just want to win on this turn, even though we do technically have Crown Guard for Rally. It just might not work.
One cut of many. Voodoo style. Moving into sight.
And we attack him in the game.
Lives in the edge of my blade.
Challenge 27 is Lee Sin. Special rules are on natural magic. Players' units have evolve. And Big Feast. When the foe summons a unit, grant it +0/+3. Going to be using Lux Illuminated with Tempest Blade, Crown Guard Inheritance, and Dreams of Yordles. For a support, we take some Gangplank Vein. The Aristocrat, we probably just skip here. Kind of no reason to use it. Then at the item chest, cost reduction is always good. We go to Lee Sin, whose power is always listening. When the foe attacks, they create 2 resonating strikes in hand. They cost 0. You have our champion here. We did not pick up the other thing though, Lumino Spray.
Call upon the dragon. Master.
Did you make that pendant yourself?
Just eat the damage. If you block, they'll use the 2 resonating strikes. Then you'll probably end up taking more damage that way. They do have stuns, so that's a thing that can definitely happen here. I think they can't afford them now. I'm gonna attack and kind of see what happens. We are still 5 keywords off, so unfortunately we're not gonna be able to win right here. Something like Troll's King Crown helps that instead of Dreams of Yordles, so that you can just have more keywords faster. Block everything. And then they do play, but we have Prismatic Barrier, so it's fine. We could also Incandescence here, keep everything alive. Now when we attack, we'll just win. They might stun us, but even if they do, we have another attack. Challenge 28 is Irelia and Ashe. Special rules are Dutiful Service, this is Demacia Discount, and Let's Rock. Round start, the foe summons a Rockfall Path if they don't have one. We're going to be using Veigar with Chemtech Duplicator and 2 Luden's Tempest. If you do have big guns, that's pretty good, and if you have Frozen Tomb, you're going to want to use that as well. Having 2 Veigar on the board is pretty good, and we're going to want to take something inexpensive. I think Lucian is fine here. You just want units that can eat the Rockfall Path. Giving stats to Veigar isn't terrible here considering Rockfall Path, so we might try to do that if we had more power, and that would be good. We're going to take this Pokey Stick, and unfortunately we didn't find Veigar again, so we'll take Deathless on Twisted Catalyzer. We go to Ashe, whose power is Creeping Chill. Round start, Frostbite, the player's strongest unit. Not sure how that interacts with Rockfall Path actually. We did not draw our champion, which is never ideal, but it's Ashe, so we're not too concerned. I'm gonna block and Radiant Strike for more block. Could have hesitated on the Dark Bulb Accolade. Then we attack, and now we're gonna find out what happens. Okay. Actually, don't have anything good. Kinda crazy. We're into Darkness, then play Dark Bulb Acolyte, which will give us a second Darkness. Then we'll play Catalyzer here. We attack this way. That doesn't actually do anything better than attacking the other way. We'll drop a Wizened Wizard for
Aim is true.
the mana gem. Though it doesn't matter at this point. We're just kind of waiting on Veigar to show up. Can't kill Ashe here though. That seems like it's probably worthwhile. Radiant Strike on the Catalyzer and block, that'll increase the power of our darkness. Since we are missing our champion, making our darknesses bigger any way we can is probably a good idea. And we'll kill this Ashe. I think that should be the last of them. I think nope, there's another one. Alright. Surely now that's the last Ashe. Block. Block. And block. Now we darkness and attack. Kinda awful if you don't draw Veigar. Hopefully that's all our bad luck for the day though. We'll take Dragon's Claw for the spell, shield, and regen. And at the healer we remove our worst card, which is basically any card but Veigar. Still to Robemaker maybe? Tenor of Terror? I think Tenor of Terror. We got Irelia whose power is Infinite Blade Waltz. When the foe blade dances, they grant their strongest unit +1/+1 and they attack with the blades. We do have our champion this time. Drop Lucian and Darkness. And we can play Catalyzer here as well. Gonna attack to increase the damage of that Darkness. And we're gonna Darkness into Acolyte. And then that'll let us Darkness again here. Killing Irelia. And we can drop Veigar. Drop Catalyzer again, since it was removed. Kill the Blossoming Blade. And we'll block. Next round, Chemtech is active. And we should be able to win the game right there. Darkness on the Nexus. And Darkness on the Nexus. So much better when you draw your champion. Challenge 29 is Gangplank and Azir. Special rules are Force Workout. All units have Strike, Double My Power, and Blind Rage. Players units with 4+ power can't block. For this we're going to be using Warwick with Double Stalker's Blade and Guardian Angel. For a support, I think Diana's probably fine. She's getting to this modifier anyway. Focusing Crystal, I don't think matters. But we might not be able to do better than that, to be honest. Yeah. So we're gonna take Farsight on Diana and Caustic Rift to make sure that we draw our champions. And we go to Gangplank, whose power is the Saltwater Scourge. Round start, the foe summons a Powder Keg. The first time they drop below 20 health, they summon the Dreadwave. I think I can probably just play this guy, it's fine. Kinda wanna pass here. Drop Warwick though. And then we can attack. So when he attacks it gets +1/+1, but then he'll die? A little unfortunate. Probably not, because when he attacks he's gonna get the +1/+1, they have to block. They have to block Warwick or they just lose the game. Fortunately now it does. Let's use Caustic Rift. And everything survives. Nice. And we'll Blood Hunt here, getting rid of the Powder Keg. Oh yeah, 4+ power so I can't block. That's what's happening. Got it. Can I win here? Yes. I just do this. Thought about that way too hard. Blind Rage is actually kind of bad, actually. Take Thieves' Gloves on Warwick. Is not being able to block is a problem, especially when you double your power. And we're going to take a pickaxe. We go to Azir, whose power is the Emperor's Army. Foes, sand soldiers everywhere have +2/+0. I think what we would like to see then is... I don't know, I had a thought and it's totally gone. Oh, Overwhelm. Just Overwhelm on Warwick would probably be better than Guardian Angel here. So you're not really worried about dying, you're just kind of worried about not being able to connect with the Nexus. For example, we have a 90 power Warwick that can't do damage. Only have 15 damage outside of Warwick. So let's Blood Hunt. No, let's do something else and then Blood Hunt, I think. So like Gangplank Shredder. Okay. Now we Blood Hunt. And they're not playing anything, which is super weird. Yeah, I can win the game. Challenge number 30 is Kai'Sa and Viktor. Special rules are Salty Dogs, this is Bilgewater Discount, and Hardy Feast. Those units have Tough. We're going to be using Yasuo with Everfrost Guardian Angel and Tempest Blade. When I see me pick Yasuo, I say, am I scared? And I guess I am, because otherwise I wouldn't have picked him. Caitlyn has a mana gem, so we'll take that. And at the shop, it's a lot of good items you can get, because a lot of Yasuo's cards are good. Take Farsight on Concussive Palm. And Mana Gem on Concussive Palm. And we go to Kai'Sa, whose power is Rapid Evolution. Round start, the foe grants their units +1/+1 and a random keyword. A Sting Officer. It has a Mana Gem, so now we have an extra Mana Gem. And we're going to stun the Challenger. And let's draw a card.
Your attack is obvious.
If they pass, they should play Kai'Sa.
Something the void will never understand.
And if they should play Kai'Sa, we can stun. Fortunately, that does not level me up here.
Things never dull.
Overall, kind of a bad attack. It should be fine. Level now. Clearing the board. Dropping Blade Twirler. Blade Twirler dies. Play Yone. Drop Sting Officer. Attack, they'll block. They have no cards though, so kinda really doesn't matter what they do. Need cards to win the game. And we're gonna take plus stats here. Go for the spells chest, why not? Make your opponents discard a card. And we go to Viktor, whose power is beyond mere flesh. The foe's units have +1/+1 for each keyword. Try to get our champion, and we do find him. Play a Sting Officer for the Mana Gem and attack. Hopefully he doesn't die to something. A lot of ways to kill him. Up Yasuo. And we're not close to leveling him yet. Although, give Yone. I guess we're closer than I think. Pass. Let them play a couple cards. Play a Mana Gem. And we attack. Now we can kind of kill them at will. they let us go into next round, that'd be pretty nice. Up Shadow Assassin. I think I'm just gonna eat this. Looking for Blade Twirler, but we didn't find it. Gonna drop Yone here. Remove that spell shield. Then we're gonna kill Viktor. Where did... what? Did I just mysterious portal into another champion? Is that... what? Okay. Cool. I was unaware that could happen. I'm actually not sure that can happen. Random 2 or 3 cost follower. Uh-huh. Weird. Okay, there's no way that's right. I have no idea what happened there. But I know it's wrong. Drop Yone. Attack and win the game. I'm so confused. Like, even if it could create a champion, which it cannot, it shouldn't have made one that was an exact copy of another unit? I'm so lost. Challenge 31 is Jinx and Swain. Special rules are combat awareness. All units have scout and call in for aid. At the start of round 7, the foe, whatever, it doesn't matter, it's never happened. And we go to for this we're going to be using Diana with full builds, Caulfield's Warhammer, and the Grand General's counter plan. So if Jinx attacks, that's actually kind of bad. Also, I don't see Swain, so I don't know if that's real. Take Bard here. Oh, there he is. I see him now. And at the shop, Emperor's Prosperity is kind of good. Pale is nice, but I don't think Ardent Censer is. Stout Shield though is. So Stout Shield and then Power Riff. That seems really good. We got a Swain whose power is Suffer. Round start deal 3 to all the player's damaged units. You can play Bird here, and we'll play Diana. And we can actually Cloven Way as well. Attack with the Scout. Attack again. She's really good with Scout. Don't need a second Power Riff. Shadow Totem's okay. Only get 1 attack off of it. Thieves' Gloves could be anything though. And at the healer we remove our worst card, which is Solari Priestess probably. We go to Jinx, whose power is Rockets Go Boom. When the foe attacks, they play Super Mega Death Rocket. So obviously that's bad if it's doubled. But hopefully that just won't happen. We should just win right here. Drop Bird. Drop Diana. This is fine because even if they have the thing... God, I wish my brain worked. Attack with Scout. I can't find it. It's in my brain somewhere. Attack again. Jinx's champion spell. Get excited. Even if they have Get Excited, we can Stout Shield with Pale Cascade. You block, she dies. Yeah, I think she's fine. No, not quite. Do one more. And now we also kill that Jinx. Now we can attack with a game. That was rough. Not the gameplay, but my brain. Challenge 32 is Zed and Karma. Special rules are on guard. Round start, create a fleeting single combat in all players' hands. So that's not good for me. And Course of Power, round start the foe gets an extra mana gem this round for each unit they have. Maybe using Veigar with Chemtech and double Ludens. Again, you want to use Frozen Tomb and Big Guns if you have it. But we're playing with no epic relics, so here we are. I think Poison Dart's kinda cool. Time Winder's not bad. I'm gonna look for mana gems or other ways to increase our power here. I don't find anything really good, but Pokey Stick is fine. And take the upgrade on Stress Defense. Go to Zed, whose power is Blade in the Darkness. Round end, if the player's Nexus took damage this round, the foe's strongest unit strikes it. And we don't need to keep the Pokey Stick, and we'll look for our champion here. Not draw our champion again, which, you know, is a problem. In a Darkness and then attack. This will increase the power of our Darkness. In a Darkness on Zed. Play Teemo. Maybe I should play Teemo first. Probably would have taken damage if we did that though. We'll play Otterpuss for funsies. Make Dawn and Dusk more expensive. I could probably do anything I want at this point, since I don't have my champion. Shouldn't play this Poison Dart, by the way. Because it makes extra copies, which might make it harder for us to find Veigar. But we do luck out and find him anyway. He is leveled. I can win the game. I do believe we also have to kill Karma here. Take Thieves' Gloves. And we'll go to the Champion Item Chest just to get more copies. And we'll take Tough. Go to Karma, whose power is Guided Meditation. Game start. All players start with 10 mana gems. If we start with Veigar in hand, we basically win the game. I'm gonna keep Robe Maker because he does draw a card. Alright, Veigar is free. I don't even think I care if he gets stunned. Gonna Pokey Stick here, draw 2 cards. Drop Teemo. Darkness. Could Event Horizon. And play an Acolyte to get more darkness. Play Robe Maker, reducing the cost of the darkness. Now we'll play Darkness, this should level Veigar. Then we'll Darkness the Nexus. Doesn't quite win. This is fine. Let's make Teemo even bigger because of the Focusing Crystal. We're gonna Prank. Making Teemo even bigger. And we Darkness the Nexus, win the game. Challenge 33 is Irelia and Fiora. Special rules are Tranquil Minds, which is Ionia discount, and Mana Flow. Game start, the foe gets an extra mana gem. That's probably not great for us. Maybe using Jhin with Curator's Gatebreaker and double Riptide Battery. Could take a lot of damage early, so something like Brittle Steel will help us stay alive. And we're going to be looking for a cost reduction on Jhin. If we can even get like -1, that would go a long way. Tune's okay. Draw champion on Brittle Steel seems good. And I guess we'll take Thieves' Gloves on Avros and Marksman. Thieves' Gloves never bad. Get Irelia, whose power is Infinite Blade Waltz. When the foe blade dances, something else also happens. They grant their units +1/+1, strongest unit +1/+1 and attacks with the blades. I'm just gonna take a lot of damage here. That's what's gonna happen. Alright, should be mostly good now. Better in range of Brittle Steel. We also just Mystic Shot her and remove her. They could replay and we kinda don't want that. Drop Jhin. And Flawless, we can just kill, well, what are we at? 10. Block, I guess. Didn't really have to necessarily. They've also stunned one of the blades. I don't know. Whatever, doesn't really matter. Attack for 14, I guess 19. Play Mana Soul Student, then anything we do wins the game.
Don't worry, I've danced this 100 times.
Bliss comes in the moments before I
Irelia's crazy, man. Take Black Cleaver, it's a ton of stats. And at the healer we remove our worst card, which is probably Rhyme Tusk. We get a Fiora whose power is time to duel. When one of the foe's allies challenges a unit, give that ally +1/+1 and tough this round.
Always 2 steps ahead.
Yes. Could play Yone, I guess. Doesn't have Challenger and that's weird. So I used to playing him in Yasuo. We're gonna lose our Yone here. Could also just kill this Fiora though. Maybe not. I think not. Then we drop Jhin. S. Mystic Shot the Nexus, let them play a card. Drop Yone. Tag him in the game. Challenge 34 is Fiora. Special rules are mortal marks. When any player summons a unit, set its health to 1. And welcome to the Murder Bridge. Game start, the foe summons the Howling Abyss. We're going to be using Jack with Warmogs, Chemtech Duplicator, and Berserker's Buckle. Maybe I actually should just use like 2 Berserker's Buckles, I don't know. Probably doesn't matter too much. For a support, Misfortune seems good. Or Mask Mother on Kench for the mana gem. And then just skip here. Blade of the Exile is not bad though. Take a Blade. And cost reduction on Jack. Now we're perfect. Got a Fiora whose power is time to duel. When one of the foe's allies challenges a unit, give that ally +1/+1 and tough this round. So Jack is good at mortal marks because their units have 1 power. Didn't get our mana gem guy. So they play a unit, and then we parlay for 1 toughness, not power. Then we pass. They play a Fiora, we drop Babs. Fiora's dead. We play a Pocket Picker to make a coin. Now we drop Jack. We can play Prize Fight to make Jack bigger. Probably should have known that was coming and just killed the Fiora straight out. Kinda knew it was coming. I need to spend a mana so that I can refill mana. Play a coin. And we'll Spirit Leech to draw cards. Okay, Wave Rider. Coin again. Attack.
I'm always ready.
eat the Wave Rider, I guess. And parlay the Evelyn.
One last kiss.
Isn't that Jack hurt?
The Freljord.
Play Pablo. And we'll equip Barnacles.
Surge force.
This is fine. The Kindred. Attack and win the game. That was less good than I was hoping, but that's probably my fault more than anything. Challenge 35 is Tahm, Kench, and Misfortune. Special rules are Force Workout. All units have Strike, double my power. Vicious Enemy, and Adorabus. Round start, transform the player's strongest follower into a 1/1 squirrel and silence it this round. We're going to be using Diana with full build, Caulfield's War Hammer, and Gale Force. This is a different build than the last time, so if you're following along at home, change the relic. For a support, Azir seems fine. Then at the shop, Chamber of Renewal with home turf. Honestly, not bad. Gonna take it. Might regret that later. We see something good here. Usually I check the items first. But we didn't find anything good, so I guess it's fine. And we go to Tahm, Kench, whose power is Big Feast. When the foe summons a unit, grant it +0/+3. Let's see if we can get our champion. And we cannot. Oh wait, there she is. We almost could not. Can't Nightfall here. We could block. Make a coin, or not a coin, a gem. Play a Duskbringer to trigger Nightfall. I played Diana and she gets eaten. It's kind of bad for me. I pass. I can still eat. I pass again. Okay, cool. Now we can play Diana. And we'll gem her. Attack the scout. And attack again. Take Crystal Carrier, doesn't matter. None of these matter. As long as we avoid Radiant Plate Armor, which should just make us worse. At the healer, we remove our worst card, which is Sandcrafter. We got a Misfortune whose power is Boarding Party. When foes' units attack, they deal 1 damage to the player's battling units and the player's Nexus. You have our champion this time. Puts us in a much better position than last time. Play Dune Keeper and Diana. We attack with Scout. And then we attack again. And finally, for this set, we have challenge number 36. This is Yasuo. Special rules are Mountain's Peak. Game start, the foe summons a Chargon's Peak. Round end, all players draw 1, and Blade in the Darkness. Round end, if the player's Nexus took damage this round, the foe's strongest unit strikes it. We're going to be using Elder Dragon with Lost Chapter, Hymn of Valor, and Chemtech Duplicator. Might not get to Chemtech. That's fine. If we do, it's pretty good. Kinda want a mana gem. And Bess is always good though, we'll pick that up. And we'll take Spell Shield so we can block a potential stun. I think we can get -2 cost if we're lucky. Double attack's really good though. That's tempting. -2 in fleeting is terrible. Okay, so we did poorly here. I'm gonna take Deathless, I guess. We got a Yasuo whose power is Gathering Storm. When the foe's units attack, stun the player's strongest, weakest unit, and the foe draws 1. Gonna keep sharp sight for the mana gem. Give Elder Dragon Overwhelm. And Strafing's free, so we're just gonna play it here, even though it's, you know, actively negative for us. We just need to get it out of our hand. And pass, let them attack us first. Then we can play Elder Dragon. And we'll redouble Valor. He's gonna get stunned, I'm sure. Play Broodmother. Attack with Scout.
Try.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Attack again. It's not quite enough to win. Well, we have Fearsome, maybe it is. No, got stunned. I will drop Embest so we can make a midnight raid off of this.
I'll do what must be done.
Underestimate.
Or we can just public execute.
Like a storm, I bring change.
Elder Dragon being recalled is not ideal, but I guess it's fine.
Here's our chance.
It's a lot of damage.
Look me in the eye.
It's an uncomfortable amount of damage. Attack with Scout.
You're in for next time. Dive with
Attack
honor.
again. I think I messed that up.
Who's got the upper hand?
If friends
Let's heal too. Oh, I just died. I forgot about Blade in the Darkness.
My destination.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I could have dealt with it too. I did not have to die there. Alright, only big cards. Alright, start with Ambessa. Probably fine. We'll get stunned and then we're gonna take damage. Okay. Hit Catagrin. Give him Fearsome. We have 2 attacks here. We can Midnight Raid, but she'll probably die. That's not ideal, I don't think. Public Execution.
Think you're fast? Cute.
Then we do this attack. Then Midnight Raid here, kinda. I mean, we do 9 damage because we have Fearsome.
I can learn from watching you.
Okay, our Elder Dragon is free.
Everything's gotta
Actually, I have to pay attention because I messed up. Strafing Strike to get a Midnight Raid. And we'll redoubled Valor. And we'll not take damage for fun. Attack and win the game. Can't believe I forgot Blade in the Darkness. I just set myself up to die there. That is it. That is challenges 25 through 36 of the August 2026 monthly challenges. I don't think it was that hard. But I have goldfish memory, so yeah. Don't mess up with Elder Dragon there, and you'll be fine. Aside from that, I think it was all fine. Anyway, that is all for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.